Alrighty, I think we are live a little bit later than what I wanted, but we are, or I am, here with the RTS League Hybrid Cup Grand Finals I got for you tonight. I'm going to get right into it. It's a little bit later than normal. I was getting ready to start this about 45 minutes ago. Hey, what's up? No spoilers. Let me put that in the chat real quick here, because I don't know. So, no spoilers. I don't know if you guys won. I don't know if you lost. I wanted to start this about 45 minutes ago, but right before I started, old Cam decided to puke on his floor and in his bed, so I spent the last 45 minutes cleaning that all up and, you know, doing rather dad things. So I'm just going to kind of delve right into this real quick. For those of you watching later on YouTube, show a few pictures real quick to show kind of how we got here. So this is the Hybrid Cup Grand Finals. These will be 3v3s. First, we're going to look at the brackets real quick. We're looking at UCA versus WKT-A all the way in the finals. And actually, how about I get off the overlay so you guys can actually see this? That would be a good trick. Alrighty. So here are the brackets. Right here, we started off with 8 teams in a group stage kind of double elimination. So we are looking at UCA versus WKT-A all the way over here in the single elim finals. UCA will follow their kind of track over on the top. They started off the bracket stage, or actually no, this is the group stage. 2-0 against WKT B team, 2-0 against F2AOL, and they didn't lose until a game until they reached the semifinals, where they played it was a really nice matchup. 5-game series between UCA and DOD, and they barely squeaked out 3-2 victory. And that's how they got to the finals. And then we are looking at, down on the bottom, the other group, WKT-A, who actually started their first round, actually losing once to the Russian clan Sais on a kind of an unusual map. And Wookie played really well that game. But WKT-A emerged victorious and moved on to play against the Deities of Death in round 2 and just swept them really easily. To me, this match, DOD versus WKT-A, was the surprise match of the tournament. Just how easily Dodd was dispatched by WKT-A. And then WKT-A advanced and won 3-1 over F2/AOL in the semifinals. And now they are in the finals. So actually, both teams coming into the finals have lost 2 individual games. And then real quick, because I love statistics, I put in a little graph here. I hope you guys can read it, comparing player usage and god usage. And first, on the left, UCA has been a 4-man team featuring I Kill You Die, Hero, Matrius, and Domitas, and up here these little numbers, how many games they've played. So pretty even, really. Domitas a little bit on the lower side. And then UCA's god usage has been somewhat flexible. Primarily Zeus is a really common god, 11 out of the 27 times. And then we've got Loki, Ra, kind of the other main 2. And then the other ones, just a few individual little miscellaneous usages over here. WKT-A, a little bit more player usage, though 2 of them were only used once. But their main team is Aya, Skyfire, Moore, and then Play Hard. Was Aya in 9 games, Skyfire 8 games. What you will see down on this bottom graph, though, god usage, Uranus, 22 of the 27 god choices WKT-A has used Uranus, and then a couple Zeus, a Loki, a Set, and a Ra. But WKT have really dominated this tournament with Uranus. Some people don't like it, some people do. I will try to remain objective, but one thing that Uranus does give is hard early aggression with fast units. WKT has used that really well to get doubles and triples and kind of half eliminate single players on the enemy team early on. And they have had, WKT-A has had some really good teamwork with the Uranus. And then UCA, also really good teamwork, but kind of a little bit more varied strategies, so to speak, although they do really rely on the Zeus-Loki combination, with the Loki usually played by Harrow, who is in chat talking about how great he is. Getting really early hard aggression, distracting multiple players at a time, and then kind of the other civs, the raw Zeus, kind of coming in and cleaning up. So yeah, but yeah, 22 out of the 27 god choices are Ranos for WKT-A. That's amazing. But we shall move into our games because, as I said, it is late. And I might show those a little bit later in case people show up late, but maybe not. Ooh, prediction. So this is the finals. Loki can do very well against Uranus. It's kind of like a snowball matchup where if Loki starts getting some early victories, it can snowball into huge victories, and Harrow has played Loki really well. My prediction is a 3-1 victory UCA. I think UCA has good enough teamwork to be able to defend against the doubles and triples that WKT will throw at them, and then I think that we'll see some, probably, hopefully, some dominating Loki play, taking advantage of Atlantean mid to late game very poor play against Myth units. So we will see if I'm right or wrong. And we will go into game 1. And game 1, I'm assuming, is WKT's map. Hold on, let me just pause this real quick here. Get this just moved out of the way a little bit. And I think this is WKT's because WKT chose this map, which is Megalopolis, in the semifinals. But on our top left, we have Matrius. He is Uranus. He's joined the dark side of WKT. In the middle, you think this was yours? We have Domintas as Zeus. And on the left, we have Harrow as Loki. So kind of an expected god choice for this. And then on the bottom, we are going to zip on over to WKT, and we are going to see Aya as Uranus, and Skyfire as Uranus, and big surprise, Play Hard as Uranus. And I hope my game is not bugging. I'm thinking it is. Either that or Play Hard is not paying attention. Dang it. I'm thinking this is bugged. Yeah, this is definitely bugged. I'm gonna blame this on Blackadder, who zipped me the Rex and they were not in the right file type. So hold on one second. I am going to... I hate this when this happens, especially in the grand finals. Let me pull up just the overlay here. I'm gonna have to download these games and hopefully download them in a way where I will not see the results. Why am I not playing? Good question. I mean, let's be real, you saw me playing it last night and that was not good. Okay. Okay, we're downloading game 1 right here. That's game 1. And we will just leave it at that for now. That's Blackadder. Why do I let him get out of my basement? I'll be able to get him. I've got the first game downloaded already. And I just need to, nope, that's not right. I've got ways of getting them. Dang it. Hold on, guys. We're almost there for getting the game on. All right. How's it looking? Why is it like this now? Okay. Let me know if it's messed up in chat. I think we're okay. All right, game one. Okay, this should be better now. We won't have units going idle and like have building an economic guild. So we've already gone over the players the first time, but just real quick, it's a Zeus, Uranus, Loki on the top for UCA, and then an Uranus on the bottom for WKT. Now, one thing you will immediately notice is the lack of towers. That's what makes this map really cool. Well, there's two things that make this map really cool. Is no starting towers, and then each team gets one additional town center spawned. So there's actually, you know, normally you'll have 2, 4, 6 per team. This one actually has 7 per team, and these town centers can really be whacked where they spawn. In fact, looking at the, yeah, they are very close together. And dang it, this is, you know what, I wonder if I am launching with the correct... I did this before. Can't launch hybrid games with the Vublev 3.0 balance patch. Wow, I suck. I think I did this like on one of my other casts. I'm an idiot. I tell you what, cleaning up Cam's puke. That's what's put me over the edge here tonight. Alright, so these games for Blackadder will work. I just had the wrong one, so we'll just do that. Now that'll save some time. Alrighty, fast forward just a little bit. Oh man, it's already late. I should go to bed, but I've kind of kept myself sequestered for like the last 5 days from the community so that I didn't find out, and man, I don't know if I can last like another 5 days because I wouldn't be able to stream again until next week, well, the weekend. But yeah, so each clan or team gets one additional town center, no starting town center or towers, everybody spawns real close to each other. Hunt, there usually is decent hunt, but it tends to be well out in the open. Like for example this, it's a great hunt patch, but when you're facing 3 Uranus, that makes it really risky to get to that. And same thing here, we've got another huge giraffe pack here, but whew, you want to get to it as quick as you can and get back in your base, and then there's a little 3-pack. So, ooh, this is a really nice spawn for UCA though. This is a little bit more defendable. And it looks like, oh man, FNX Playhard got himself a back giraffe pack too. And in fact, they've kind of got 2. This one a little bit more to the side. And then there's 3 giraffe here and some rhinos. So actually, WKT a slightly better hunt spawn, but looking at the town centers, it definitely looks like the town centers favor UCA really, really heavily. WKT really only has 3 close town centers. UCA, I'd say 4, and then definitely have more that are kind of favoring their side of the map. So a little bit better town centers for UCA, a little bit better hunt for WKT. Overall, we'll say it's a wash, and we'll go on from there. So strategy. Man, you're going to see a lot of early Uranus units trying to get raids in. You're going to try to see these guys defending initially, and then once they've defended the initial pushes, trying to kind of counter raid with maybe some centaurs or some Herseer. And we have our very defensive temple getting built. Oh, and another thing I did not point out is that instead of a small gold mine in the base, there's a large gold mine. And Domitas's is forward. And so is Harrow's. That makes it a little tricky. But WKT also has 2 incredibly forward gold mines, although not quite as big of a deal for Atlanteans because they can just plop down a manor right next to it and then have safe Atlantean citizens. I'm kind of surprised he is hunting up here, he being Skyfire, when you have, really they should probably share this hunt here, because I don't see Skyfire being able to, unless they can get the triple Atlantean aggression early and be able to sit here for a while. It's a little bit risky with all these aggressive gods to do that. And please, if there's any problems, since I'm kind of throwing this together quick with the stream, let me know in chat if everything looks okay. I've got a few relics. We are looking at Dwarven Caliber, Seed Workshop, Siege Units cheaper. Ooh, villagers gather wood and gold faster, decent. Villagers farm faster, decent. A little bit more hit points. Ooh, the Ulsberg Wave and caravans are cheaper and move faster. That's very good if a game gets to that point. One of the best relics in the games is that one for cheaper and faster. Ooh, we're getting probably some early aggression on this citizen, it looks like. How far is Aya advancing? 80%. Kind of strange to sit them right here, though, in line of sight, which allows Matrius to run away. Though it might have just been a bluff anyway. It's better to do Valor on in your base, because then you get your hero citizen that gathers a little bit faster. So this is probably just a bluff, and it worked. Sent Matrius back to his base. Also made him send all of his oracles back as well. And we do see Domitas has taken this back hunt and is walling. Good wall here. And yep, counter barracks. We have some really early aggression. I'm actually surprised that Hero was able to get 3 Herseer so far down so quickly. If he could, I guess they did not scout that. No, they didn't. Just off the radar, but if he could have sent those first Herseer there, it would have been really good to get both, because those citizens would have both had to garrison for a while. But he did scout this out, so he will at least be able to put a little bit of pressure on, although we see Playard is already sending units back. Has put the spy on the units. I like this. You see a lot of times Loki players, usually less experienced Loki players, will just spy villagers. Not the best use of spy, really, because generally once you become decent, you can kind of predict where enemy villagers are going to be anyway, so it's kind of pointless to put it on villagers, but being able to see where the army is much more important, because he knows where all of these units are, and he can just preemptively avoid them, and he knows that he has found a nice little hiding spot back here, and that this army is now out of position, which is going to allow him to come up here and at least make this citizen go idle for a little bit. Yeah, poor Playhard thinks that the Herseer went back, but yeah, very sneaky. Ooh, man, look at this. This is juicy. So he's going to actually force 4 idle citizens. And even if he doesn't kill any, I mean, this is the equivalent of 12 villagers of any other god being mostly idle. So that's very good. And okay, so and now he's gonna hide over here. Well, anyway, what do we got going on for raids? So we do have Domantas has built around his gold mine really heavily, and we have Hippocon being trained. Do we have any centaur? No. He needed to build this house forward a little bit. This is allowing a little bit of some annoyance here, but we have Matrius defending. Okay. Oh, we did get the miss spawn, but just the Ironer Jar, who is not going to really be able to get out of there, but the Horn does kill the unit. Always good to get your early medium upgrade for your cavalry. As in Greek, it's a big upgrade. Okay, we saw Aya has kind of suicided some units here. His raiding group is kind of dissipated, and this is actually a big fight right here because of all these villagers hunting. UCA can't afford to lose this, and we see 1, 2, 3, all 3 of WKT are here, but not in really great numbers actually. They're actually heavily outnumbered, which is allowing Harrow to do his counter raid. And where did Green's defending units go? Did they all die? It looks like they did. So actually these 3 Hersier, and really kind of along with that the spy on the enemy army, is really came in to help, really helped out a lot down there. But yeah, this is, so now because Harrow tried to do a raid, his allies are getting pushed back now, but if he gets a miss spawn, this should turn out pretty good for him. We just need to make sure his teammates collapse as well, which they are. And we just a troll spawn. That's not the greatest, but okay. So his allies did collapse, so this will be a winning battle for UCA. And actually, WKT has taken some early losses, some actually early, pretty heavy losses fighting here. And now we have the citizens of On garrisoned. But that's a nice raid there. A really nice raid. Still hunting without being bothered up there. So definitely the first initial fights have gone in UCA's favor. He's got this group scouted, so again you'll know where these units are going, and yeah, he's using that information to run his villagers back. Do they have any more hunt that they have not scouted? No. Harrow might have a little bit of a problem. Okay, he is aging up already, but okay, he needs to watch out. So flaming weapons on this bat could actually do significant damage, although I don't know if he would use it right away like that. A little bit of a raiding party up here. Kind of surprised to see these citizens way up here without a manor. No, you cannot tell if your unit has been spied. So it is unknown. Here comes this green raid. Man, if this green raid would have came here, could have picked off a couple citizens. But if he does, I mean, he should just park right here, and he can cause a lot of idle time for Matrius, whose army is way down here. Ooh, see, I could have kept his army here a little bit longer. We do have a couple Valors being used, and now these group of 9 raiding Hersier have showed up to cause some mayhem. Playart is on point. We'll just lose 1 citizen initially. So that's good for him. Oh, this is not a good fight for Domitas here. needs to run out of here. He had a few too many Murmillo. Nice to pick off these few units here, though. This is good. So actually, he got kind of as much as he could out of it, but now he's running right into Red's. Ooh, oh, they doubled Shockwave there. That was 2 Shockwaves. One, I mean, it was a good Shockwave, but you didn't need to use 2. But man, we have another raid here, and this citizen is getting pushed out, and he's dead. And oh man, look at that. Ooh, we've got Matrius with the little raid. And actually that fight here with Domitas losing so many horsies, as Blackadder would say. And we have a nice little battle right here, but this is... Harrow's going to need to do a lot of damage with that raid down there. Okay, so it looks like with these little reinforcements that Red's raiding army will be pushed back. But man, this is a huge army by Skyfire. But just can't find stuff. Is Harrow going age 4? Ooh, just missed the line of sight on those units. Okay, they did kill 1 citizen. 2 citizens down here I missed. And oh, don't let him escape. Got people aging up. Apollo for the Greek. A couple of our WKT. Oh no, that's Matrius that's up. So actually, WKT is all behind aging up. Just a little bit behind. Although they are almost all there. You can see play art is a little bit slower than everybody else due to probably the early raids. But okay. This back raid has done some good damage, but now Harrow needs to move on from here. And I assume, yeah, he knows about this because of the yellow raid. So I would think Harrow will move over here next. Oh, is he trying to age up? Oh, got some idle gold miners there. Man, their next gold mine. Do they have a back gold mine? They don't. He's gonna need to be able to stay on that without getting raided. But okay, he is going up with tier. And looks like, yeah, he is moving down here, but Aya is predicting that. This game is close. So UCA definitely has a little bit of the advantage. They advanced a little bit faster. And a lot of idle dwarfs. Okay, there you go. But, ooh, yeah, so we do have the heavy upgrade already for Aya's Murmillo. So Harrow is not quite strong enough yet to kill that. Oh, nice mountain giant though, leaving this down here. That's really good to slow down that town center. I would like to see Harrow. What's the ceasefire for? Is it for this? We grabbing? No. I'm wondering if the ceasefire was just for this, which I don't know if it was really worth. Maybe it was a misclick, or maybe it was just to save all those dwarfs, but if it were for that, I wouldn't say that was exactly worth it. I don't see what else the ceasefire could have been used for. We will probably see a flaming weapons. Okay, so here is, I was about to say earlier to get the back build with his Herseer. And he's sending more Herseer forward. He has line of sight of this. I think he'd be able to get here in time to stop this, especially if this Valk comes down. It's a long way to go, but I think if he targets that with the Valk. And, oh, he's going to be able to do a big mountain giant swing on this too. They'll like take like almost all of it down. So yeah, I don't know. So he used ceasefire now right away. Harrow's getting raided again, and he has no gold mine. He's gonna have to go. He's trying this one. Okay, Valk is gonna stop that. So actually, both of 2 town centers are being prevented there, and this is a big fight. Aya with the. Oh, this villager not building. Is that gonna cost him? Build, 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 build. Come on. Oh, it didn't. That would have been a big mistake, though. I'm expecting to see probably a flaming weapons. Fimble Winter coming. Yeah. It does not have a lot of siege, but with the wolf spawn, see, the one nice thing about all these town centers spawning so close is that you get a bunch of wolves all spawning like on top of each other, which should allow Harrow to take out that town center. And we now have Domitas chasing off these raiding units, and Green trying to find stuff to raid but not finding it. Oh, I don't know if he has enough to actually kill this. All the birds are doing some pretty heavy damage, actually. Yeah, he's not even going to get that one down, but he did prevent that back town center, and this town center is not being built. So actually Harrow's raiding is actually really kept WKT from getting very many town centers. Again, we kind of point out, or I pointed out early on, is that other than these few town centers, all the rest are like right in the middle, which makes it really hard to grab. So with these being prevented, it's keeping WKT from really doing much of a boom, and we can see UCA has, oh, nice raid though here. This was a very risky gold mine to go to. And we got the Hippocon coming in to save the day. Surprised he just didn't like circle around and come back over here. Alright, we do have an underworld. We'll have late game Zeus, although the Myrmidons will not be quite as easy to mass because they can only be trained out of a fortress. But still, yeah, still very close. But I feel like UCA just having... Now we'll get the wolf raids. We saw in the round before, Pops had some really killer wolf raids on this map. But that did not result in a WKT, or that did not result in an F2 win. So we'll see. Uh-oh. Got these birds coming, and there's no ranged hero. So Harrow, without a hero to kill these birds, will have to run. Okay, we got the underworld back here to try to prevent Aya from getting this town center, or well, he has it, but to try to keep it down. But this will force two armies to come back. But where is Matrius's army? He does not have much. Oh, here it is. Where is he going? Oh, he's trying to defend that raid. But it is kind of a really optimistic underworld without a whole lot of units. I mean, Domitas does not have a very large army. In fact, most of it is right here. We got a couple. Alright, so he did pop right back out just to kill that. And we've got Wolfies looking to kill. And here they come running up here. Kill a citizen. Where is WKT getting their gold? Ooh, they really want that. This house might come in really handy. Okay, there's a little bit of gold here. Oh, there is a gold mine right there. WKT is taking the score lead. That underworld is not too good. When you only have like 15 units to run through it, you kind of aren't able to really do a whole lot. I don't think he's going to be able to prevent that in time. He needs to separate the wolves from this Herseer. These Herseer is actually slowing them down. They have a shockwave use. How many shockwaves do we have left? 2, 3? 3 or 4 more shockwaves. Okay, that Tartarian gate is done. We did see another one somewhere that I did not notice for WKT. But UCA is now losing a lot of economy, actually. Harrow's villager count is probably really low. But we do have a little bit of a push, Matrius. So they were both on your base. Oh, here's the other one right here. Never mind. So they're both right here. But yeah, Harrow's economy kind of non-existent right now. And these birds will do a lot of damage to these wolves too. You gotta... almost. Oh, yep, that wolf got confused and decided to die. Yeah, Harrow, not a lot of economy now, and we'll see if those wolfies will end up being beneficial in the long run, but I just don't think they do enough. Especially now that they all have 2, 4, 6 town centers. Once they get to max villagers and you kill 5 of them, I mean, they can just rebuild them in a matter of about a minute. So the late game raids, in that sense, aren't quite as strong, whereas Harrow at 1 town center, any raids against him are now a little bit better. And again, we see a strong raid coming in on Harrow, who's was at probably 5, 6 minutes ago, kind of the score lead, but now not. Oh, we have a vortex down here. But he was not able to get his forward town center. That will kill this town center. Kind of trying. I like the vortex more than the Tartarian gate. It would be nice to actually, these destroyers come down here and kill that town center. Oh, he's trying to prevent that. Oh, yep, didn't prevent the sky passage, but should probably really have sent some of these destroyers down here right away. Because right now I feel like UCA actually needs a little bit of time to stabilize. Because Harrow, not a lot of economy, which means he will not be able to make really any or many Hersier. We can see that Arrow is way behind, but so is... Well, there's a couple low villagers here. They're citizens. Oh, alright, killed one. Playhard is almost in the same situation as Harrow is, actually. But he's got probably a little bit more standing citizens. I like how these two hoplites might end up killing this fortress. Oh, no. No, oh, 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 oh. He's gonna repair, it looks like. We did see a couple birds, so they end up flying away. This game is close. But... Did we see a vortex to come back? I think Matrius vortexed his army back. Be interesting to see how much gold they've got. This game is really kind of on a nice edge, but we can see now that UCA is on the aggression everywhere. And they, except for this little raiding party, which will allow... You see Domitas getting 4 town centers. That late game Zeus is going to be hard. Man, look at all this Atlantean units, though. Look at all these birds. We got 5 birds. Where's Bellerophon when you need him? I guess he can't kill the birds, but he could really do some damage to all these dryads. Ooh, they did just fight off. So I'm kind of surprised to see this army going back when Playhard, or when Domitas is now defending 2. I think this, yeah, he needed to stay forward because he's allowing now Domitas to get doubled. And the problem is we don't really see a whole, no, here's, Bellerophon is just defending a raid? Kind of out of position. Look at this bird, he has like 5 HP. Domitas really needs to keep this base. All these wolves still raiding. The one problem with wolves is they don't do a lot of, or any crush damage, so killing building towers and they're not even upgraded. And see, now that they pushed now that WKT pushed Domitas back, they can go up here now and fight against Matrius. And ooh, Aya did grab this town center way out in the open. Okay, but we only have 3 heroes chasing this, and Hero has actually now gotten some Hersier again. Oh, look at this destroyer raid. The rarely seen destroyer raid, but is strong enough to prevent Hero from gathering gold. Yeah, I think this is kind of escaping the UCA's grasp here a little bit. Unless Harrow does like some really strong push through on the bottom, but even if he does, he's behind Playhard. So even if he were to kill this, that would kind of put him even with Playhard. And Now WKT is pushing back here. 7, 8, 3, 6. So they actually are same town centers right now, but Skyfire trying to grab this front one. And Matrius just not much of an army right now. 142, 160 pop. But okay, so he's getting his army. One thing that Playhard is hurting is he does not have fortified town centers. But Arrow does not have much of an army either. How is Harrow doing on 50 pop? Yeah, he just has no economy. And because of that, he can't do enough quite enough damage that he needs to do down on the bottom. How is there still a Tartarian spawn roaming around? Yeah, Playhard isn't even Mythic Age yet. So yeah, this game is going the way of WKT, barring a unusual comeback. I would say that UCA is behind, but without the fortified buildings, he does have masons. Like to see a little more builds here. I don't know if there's enough, if UCA has enough economy to send to Harrow. I'm kind of surprised he does not have a trade route at all. Oh man, he's losing more units up here, and a nice raid by Skyfire on the gold. Okay. A lot of birds. Where's Odysseus? Okay, he's right here. Alright. Harrow down here just trying to be as much of an annoyance as he can with sitting at 60 pop. What kind of armory upgrades does he have? Nothing. Just Pierce. Yeah, those double tarts and then the big raid on his forward gold really put Arrow back. And I just don't know if the Zeus can take two. Got a healing spring used at 28 minutes. Well, this is a strong push though. Domitas got a really good score. And he does have full armory upgrades. And he does have champion units. That full armory might be enough, because we actually might see WKT running out of gold. Now that I look at the map, they have one gold mine there. Well, they do have one in the base yet. For some reason, they're mining all of this when they have these back gold mines. But UCA might actually be able to push through, because WKT might be running out of gold at a very poor time, because right now Aya's not mining gold. He does have 1,000 in the bank. Oh, they lost this town center. I didn't see them lose that. Well, Domantas might be able to carry this with all of his Megalopolis, which will just eat. They just eat damage, and then we got backed up with all the pacifists, or however you say these things. And the one nice thing about Harrow, even though he is way behind, he is still completely occupying Playhard right now. Where that's a win for WCA just because how far behind Harrow is of Playhard. So the fact that he can do that, I don't know how they are. You tell me. Quite the push back. I'm surprised. Domitas used Bolt on something. I think it was maybe a bird. How is Playhard not yet in Age 4? Nice little back build here. Going up to check these gold mines. Skyfire, not a lot of pop actually. This is a... Domitas is kind of putting the team on his back, and Matrius kind of assisting over here. But this might be enough because Playhard kind of has his army. Where is his army? They're too slow. Like, he spent too much resources defending when he was so far ahead of Harrow. He should have just been attacking, because this here is completely undefended. But I now think that he might be just a little too late to come over here. Because you know you got the late game Greek freight train coming through down here. Fully upgraded units versus, well, Skyfire decent. Aya not so much. Got a Hika Gigantes raid. Okay, that town center will go down. Yeah, like, Hero just really isn't doing much. Ooh, nice vortex here. We'll clear out the town center. Man, no fortified town center at 30 minutes. Just kind of tells you how hectic this game is. And wow, UCA win game 1. I thought it was a little bit. I thought they were done when Hero took so many losses, but he did enough to keep Playhard completely busy. So despite the fact that Hero was way behind Playhard, they still were just a one-on-one. And then Domitas was able to run right through the middle with the late game Greek freight train. Yes. Even when I don't play, I lose. Let's take a quick look at the post game here. Just look at his eco. There's like nothing here. Is he getting resources tributed to him? Looks like he got 7 grand sent to him and maybe 10 grand. I'm guessing he got sent to him. Yeah, they just WKT actually the early settlement. No, this is a best of 5. So the early settlement deficiencies led to a very slow boom. We can see that this is about the time they were falling behind in settlements was the time they were falling behind in economy. And the big one is military units. We can see that the Atlanteans, tons of units, but as the game goes on, especially once the Greek gets Black Ops 3, once the Greeks get to Mythic Age with the full up armory upgrades, they can kind of almost take on a 2-on-1 to a certain extent. That's what happened here. So let me real quick just pop out and update the scoreboards. This is a best of 5. So UCA has come out swinging and has won the first game. So we will move on now to game 2, which will... Harold told me that was UCA's home map, he believed. Yeah, that's what you did. And Playhard just spent too much effort defending when he should have been going forward, because he was just so far ahead of you. But you went one-on-one, you kept him busy. And that allowed the Greek to win. Okay, so moving on to game 2, which should be FNX or WKT's map, and it looks like it is. So spawning on the top half of the map is our WKT Oranos players. We have Playhard as a flank, he's Oranos. We have Skyfire as this pocket, he's Oranos. We have Aya on the right, Oranos. Down on the bottom is UCA. Hero is Loki. Our pocket is Ra. And that is I Kill You Die, who has replaced Domitas, it looks like. So Domitas carries the first game and gets subbed out. I see how that goes. Trying to give WKT a chance. And then Matrius on the right is Oranos. Ra's decent on Oasis, but the Ra pocket will allow both flanks to be... One of the two flanks will get doubled. And so then the question becomes, will the flank be able to survive long enough for Ra to come and save the day? That becomes the question. And I feel like Loki on Oasis is a bit of a rough go of things, especially with no starting hunt. And where is his hunt? And where is his hunt? And where is there C3 zebra or giraffe? The hunt is over here, but we got 3 zebra, 3 giraffe as the hunt. So just straight away, I'm looking at WKT as having the god in a slash map advantage here. Just the triple Uranus on Oasis is tough to beat because Terma just do so well against so many units. And you can use Herseer to start snowballing against Terma, but with so little hunt and it being so far away, I don't think Hero will be able to get the Herseer numbers he needs to be able to defend against all of the Terma that'll be roaming around the map. So, advantage WKT. But UCA are very good players. Let me actually minimize my overlay here so you guys don't have to watch see everything. And remember, if anybody's coming in a little bit late, try to keep spoilers out of the chat. I don't know the results, and I do stream this simultaneously Twitch and to my YouTube, where I usually get a decent number of people watching later who probably don't know what happened either. So I like to keep the spoilers out of the chat box. Just as a warning, not to call anybody out, because I haven't had any of those problems. You guys have always been really good about that. I appreciate it a lot. And also, because we're on the hybrid patch, there is only one town center that can be taken. Well, you can't take H2 town centers, so that does actually hurt Ra 2 town center a little bit. And yeah, I killed, well actually, yeah, those probably are your giraffe, and I was going to notate in a little bit that as the Ra player, he should be getting goats and not even hunting at all. In fact, he should not even get hunting dogs on this map. He should be doing about a 6-minute reign, meaning hunting dogs is not needed. So yeah, him taking your hunt is a problem. Him getting hunting dogs is a problem. Him not getting extra goats is a problem. Just a mistake here, to be sure. Is it against Twitch terms of service to multi-stream? Jeez, I don't know. I didn't read it. I think it is for partners. I'm not a partner. And if it were, what are they going to do? Ban me. I mean, no, don't ban me, Twitch, please. But yeah, what did I see? Something flashed up. Oh, WKT Skyfire's already up. And okay, oh, actually a military barracks. Maybe they are. I don't know. Do they really care? I mean, it's not... I don't know. But no big deal. I guess if they have to be... something tells me, though, this is probably more applicable for, like, the big-name streamers where they want to kind of have, like, dibs on the broadcasting. So I don't... Ooh, I do like the walls here. Very creative. Little wall. Right here. I assume he's going to, like, finish it off or do something a little bit more with that wall. See, now, I just don't like what IKill did here. He should not ever leave his base. And see, now because he took the hunt, he is now sending his goats to Harrow. It's just kind of backwards. I don't like it. And yes, we do see barracks, counter barracks, barracks, counter barracks, barracks, counter barracks for each Atlantean. And okay, yeah, so he is really walling this off. Just have a little bit of an open gold mine here that he needs to be very careful of. We're going to see who's going to get doubled first. Boy, IKill is very slow in getting his reign up. He's probably not going to be advancing until 8:30. He probably won't hit heroic until at least 8:30, which is too slow, and Harrow did not quite get his wall built. Oh no. Okay, so that is good that Skyfire comes down here first because of the very open gold mine that Harrow has now. The double here will probably keep Harrow pushed off of gold, though he does have this nice back gold mine here. Is defending with, ooh, he did at least so far. Oh, no, picked off. Kind of surprised Harrow was fighting this. He's going to lose probably a lot of Herseer here. Yep, 2, 3 Herseer loss. Idleville's now based on the double. And even Matrius is kind of on the defensive as well. Yeah, I kill very slow. He's not even empowering his town center with his Pharaoh. I know I suck these days, but when it comes to empowerment, you kind of mathematically want the higher empowerment on what will be getting in more resources. And obviously during rain, you'll be getting a lot more food dropped off than gold. So he should be empowering the town center with his Pharaoh. But that's alright. For those of you who watched me play against Dodd Fox last night, you could probably just have good excuse to disregard pretty much everything I say. But hey, maybe those who can't do teach. But yeah, just the slow... Yeah, about 820 advance, and then he's got to get a Migdol, and then he's got to run from here to there. Would have actually benefited UCA a lot to have their Ra as a flank. And now we see green is going to come over to this side as well. Because he's got Matrius pushed all the way back in his base. He can do that, though they are going to run into some walls here. A little bit surprised that Skyfire ran off from here. Thought maybe he would stay just to ensure the idle. Well, I guess it still is idle. I mean, what in Harrow, like, there's not a whole lot he can do. We've got this push coming through here, so he has to preemptively move off of his hunt. So he's trying to mine gold up here, but we've got this Oracle. Hathor against Atlanteans just doesn't do much. Yeah, man, he's not, like, it's probably gonna be close to like 9:30 before I kill as the pocket makes a single myth unit. He is putting down farms for his Atlantean friend, though. I do like that. Runs up here, sees the Oracle, runs back. It's just not going well for UCA. Kind of so far how I thought is that whoever gets doubled won't be able to withstand the pressure long enough for IKill to eventually get his town center. Yeah, a long walk. Nice exercise. And now they're back down here where they started. And as soon as Playhard sees that the villagers are here, he will just move his army down here and make idleness again. I don't know why, though, Harrow, you didn't run to this town center or this gold mine down here. Where are these guys going? Oh, they're preventing that little bit of stuff here. I like this gold mine is now beasted, or this dwarf is now beasted and is somehow dropping off in the middle of the gold mine. Okay, picked off some of the green units here. That's helpful, but a little raid here. And it is now 9:45, and we have the first military unit trained by IKill. That's just too slow. Yeah, without Hunt, look at this poor dwarf. That's what you get for standing in the middle of the gold, you dummy. Oh, nice path block there. Very nice path block to get that citizen. Yeah, just with the Loki not getting Hunt and getting pushed off gold makes it for a very long day. And I just don't see how he would be able to come back from this. And actually we'll probably see aging up pretty soon from WKT. Once they get at their 115, you'll start seeing them aging up. Kind of eco upgrades Matrius have. Alrighty. Okay, oh, he's already got the 3rd gold upgrade. Harrow Alright, more than I thought he'd have. Give him that. Oh yeah, when you've only got... This is his only production right here. And he's trying to get some damage in with his camels, which... They'll do alright, but poor Harrow here. And even with all these camels, it's still really... I guess he will win as there's not enough Mermilus. Well, maybe. This fight is actually, these Mermilus really are living for a long time. And actually we got more coming action that have arrived. So yeah, we'll actually see Akil forced to move back. He is grabbing a town center. He is not empowering his other town center. Can't have that. You always need to be empowering. We have WKT-IF all over Matreus' base right now. Play hard our first Atlantean to reach age 3. Yeah, I just don't know. Many of UCA's wins this tournament have been on the back of Harrow's just constant harassment, and with this map, he just won't be able to get any of that needed harassment. I mean, he can't even get age 3. This is his army. I don't think that partially built. Here they come. Oh man. Yeah, see, 12:30, and Akil finally kind of has an army, but he's got a. I mean, Matreus is also kind of losing his side too, so the rock can't be everywhere. But yeah, I don't know what Harrow's gonna do here. Maybe if you try that gold mine again, you'll be able to use it this time. Oh, what is he? Runs down here. We have the other band of raiders. This is where I'm talking about at the beginning of the stream when I talked about how WKT's and Arano's teamwork has really been good. So you have the raid on the front with red, and then that pushes all the dwarfs back. I'd like to see a shockwave. Oh, they're all being recharged. And then we see the raid on the back. I swear Harrow's score has like remained the same for the past 6 minutes. We have a locust on. You almost gotta just use it on farms. On this map, yeah, especially against Atlantean, where your locust isn't gonna kill citizens anyway. I mean, this wouldn't have been a bad spot right here. We had a shockwave used on these camels. Is Hero finally gonna be able to get to mine some gold? It does look like it, but now the problem is WKT can kind of sit back a little bit and grab town centers, which we see them doing. I will have 3 in a minute. Playhard already has 3. Skyfire grabbing a second. The only person that has a second town center on UCA is I kill, you die. Okay, a little bit of a raid here. Probably will. These hero citizens just have so much HP. Look how long this dude is just sitting there building, being attacked by 5 camels. It's just ridiculous. And oh, we're even getting a little bit of a trade harass too. I'm kind of surprised that I went trading on this side, knowing that Harrow is getting pushed in so heavily. But holy cow, what is happening over here? Matreus is getting rolled. You know things are not looking good in a Atlantean mirror when your main town center has been destroyed at the 15-minute mark. So the left side's not looking good. And the right side, and not looking good for UCA. You know, this single battle boar makes that a winning fight. Okay, see, now we need to see a little bit of our teamwork I was just talking about here. Man, Atlas already. 15-minute Atlas. Holy cow, no, holy goat. This game is kind of spinning out of control for UCA. Birds fighting birds. Kind of surprised that Matrius kind of got rolled so quickly. He really didn't see much of a double on his side. What's this raid doing? Not a whole lot. So it looks like we will be at 1-1 after this game, because I really don't see WKT-A losing this. I mean, they're up 3-6-9 town centers to 5. Soon to be 10 town centers to 5. And I'm no big city mathematician, but that does not sound like a good deal for UCA. How are we doing with eco upgrades here? Oof, how about we not look again? Shockwave here. All the Villies. Look at all these Vermillo just roaming around. Dryads roaming around. Well, I'm just curious. I'd like to know. Like the real Golden Axe. You basically, are you Golden Axe? Yeah, you do at least have plow and pickaxe. I'll give that to you. UKT kind of losing units here for no real specific reason, but they're so far ahead they can really do whatever they want. Arrow will probably have to use flaming weapons in defense at some point, which is never how you want to use flaming weapons, because then the Atlantean can just run away for that 60 seconds, and then the Norse would have to run away. Ooh, I kills. Yep, so we have the defensive, or he can just do that. And the army that was being used against the low-key flaming weapons is just shifted over to here. Great flaming weapons, I must say. Really worked out well for you. But we got Son of Osiris over here just zapping 4 units at a time. Flaming weapons does not make Ursier run faster, which is kind of what you'd think it would do based on what Arrow's doing with them, but that's alright. I mean, you had to use it to defend your gold, and then of course he can just shift right to another location. Where did this old Son of Osiris go? Oh, he's hiding in here. Son of Osiris might be in a bit of a fix, although he can just hop from here to here to here to here. Be okay. Oh man. Ooh, we got a shifting stance. Where did he shift? He shifted his Son of Osiris to safety. There he is, right there. We're not seeing too much of an army here by Hero. And we have another raid coming in, well, more of an attack coming in from Play Hard. Wow. Yep, this game kind of went how I thought it would. Not that that makes me any sort of wise or immensely intelligent individual. It was kind of predictable going into it. Just triple Triple Oranos on Oasis, just tough to overcome. You know, in the interest of time, I might cheat and do a little fast forwarding because, let's be real, I don't know why UCA hasn't resigned yet. I mean, their team is on average 1,200 below, so yeah, we will just fast forward. Okay. Oh, we do have Heroes aged up. I don't know, I think even with your giraffe, you would still be getting pushed off of your gold mine. I don't think you'd be able to hold on against two. What in the world? You got vortexes all over. It's interesting that they went Tartarian Gate in the first game and now Vortex here. Vortex, just a better, much better god power. Alright, unless this Nidhogg can single-handedly win the game or something. Oh, Skyfire way up here. I like using the Sky Passages. Skyfire with the Sky Passages. But, yeah. Alrighty. That was game 2. So we are knotted up. 1 game apiece. Look at the post game real quick. Probably, yeah, just a difference in economy. Doing individual, we're looking at Hero, who was in the same place as he was last game, but that's okay. Game 3. So remember, this is a best of 5. So this is not okay. So this is another one of WKT's home maps. On the bottom, we've got UCA. We've got Zeus as Domitas, Zeus as Matrius, and Zeus as I kill, you die. And up on the top, we've got Skyfire, Oranos, Playard, Oranos, and Oranos. So 3 Zeus, 3 Oranos on Mediterranean. You're going to skip that one and watch GOT. Alrighty, well, you have fun watching that. Yeah, Hero isn't in this game for me to make fun of, so that's too bad. So Hero subbed out, and Domitas returns. This is another map that WKT has played really well on throughout the tournament. Their meta gameplay has been really good. It's kind of similar. Really, Oranos boats are pretty much kind of run the same way as their land units. They are cheaper and faster, but weaker. But you use that speed to do doubles and triples on water and just kind of basically outmaneuver the other opponents. So. And UCA has done, or WKT has done that really well so far throughout the tournament on their Mediterranean games. So you've got the triple Zeus, which gives that ability to either do 3 ceasefires or 3 restorations. One thing to note is that Resto in this is not quite as strong as it is in Titans. It got buffed a little bit from the Age of Mythology to the Titans upgrade. Do I use that speed to speed run? Have you seen me trying to do speed runs of Zelda in the speed run tournaments? Is that what you're referring to? Which I usually lose in that too, because I never do that normally, but I like tournaments. But yeah, so we're going to just see full-on water battle. I'm interested to see what UCA will do as far as classical choices. I feel like 3 restorations would be a mistake. I would like to see at least 1 ceasefire. Because the Zeus will probably be defensive early. And WKT has been very good of getting one person defensive and getting their boats, doubling up on that player and getting him behind in the boat count. And then because that player's behind in the boat count and defensive, WKT then used that opportunity to move from one side to the other and then double or triple somebody else. And by doing that over and over and over, they keep the boat count advantage and use that to win. Looking at the fish, Aya's fish are kind of sucky. Playard's alright. Skyfire's pretty decent. My kill's okay. Matrix is okay. And actually Domitas got pretty good fish here. Alright, looks like they are aging up right now. We're getting ready to do... Okay, 440, about 430, and about 440. And that is 1 Athena, 2 Athena, 3 Athena. Eesh. Not sure I like that. I'd like to see 1 ceasefire. We'll see how it goes. Just the additional maneuverability from WKT makes it really hard to keep up with it, especially because you use restoration. The Atlantean boats with the fast speed can escape from restoration pretty easily and not take losses while fighting boats that are being healed. Alright, so he is up with Athena and 2 docks. Ooh, are we gonna see some Oracle pushes over here? Could do some damage on this. Oh. Okay. Using bolts on an Oracle. Sure, why not? Okay, here comes Red in with his his oracles coming in to make some mayhem. And we have the first double of the game is coming over on the right side. So IKill will need to stay back. The gods don't support you anymore, so it demoralizes the enemy. Just not really gonna do a whole lot beyond the initial harass. Okay, 2 boat shockwave. Seen better. There's a 4 boat shockwave, so that's twice as good, and losing 2 boats at least. Yep. So yeah, we see this the Atlantean boat spam. And we see I kill you die way down already, completely pushed off of fish just because that's the little bit of some bad boat micro here, taking a lot of damage. 3 boats on the shockwave, forcing a restoration on 7 trireme. Even after that restoration, he's still gonna lose the fight. So man, this is really not looking good for UCA, and very quickly they are losing the advantage on water. Well, not really losing the advantage because they never had the advantage. They are just losing water. We have another restoration, this one being used on about 8 boats. Maybe a 10. I would have liked to seen 1 ceasefire. Not that I don't know if it would have changed anything, but it would at least have allowed IKill to keep fishing and not get harassed on his gold mine early on in the game. Because that double just shows up so quick. And yeah, I kill way, way, way behind. Side over here is actually pretty even between Domitas and Skyfire. But if Domitas wants to be able to win the game, he's gonna have to come over here and help his buddies, but he can't. Alright, looks like he is now trying to send some boats there, and Skyfire needs to keep the pressure up so that Domitas cannot do that. Yellow making war boats. You're gonna have a single fishing ship. Well, I'm really tired. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay up for all of this. I almost didn't do this because of Cam throwing up all over the floor. We do still have one restoration. Yeah, so now I'm assuming that Domitas is coming over here to get resto on all these boats. While he is over here, Skyfire's on the left. And yep, here's what I'm talking about. Use restoration and the Atlanteans just retreat long enough for Skyfire now to come in on the back. Now we got a pretty heavily oh wow, look at this boat micro. Oof, oof, oof. Oh man, that is not too good. A little bit of a boat raid. So actually, in the very first round of the the tournament, UCA kind of lost the water heavily to a WKT-B team, but WKT-B was too slow to transition to land, and UCA actually ended up winning a game that they really should have lost. So I say that because that means not all hope is lost here. But it's not looking good for UCA. And just look at this. See, here we got a little bit of a problem. We have IQ fighting while Matrius is retreating. And so they're just doubling up on IQ and killing all of it. IQ getting all of his units. We got a shockwave used up here. Another shockwave used. Man, you guys might as well just top it off and use a third one. That shockwave, the two shockwaves actually allowed, or was, ooh, now we got double team on Skyfire. Oh, we've got these massive boat armies down here. So red probably harass the boats, green come up here and catch blue ships. So most fast units in Age of Mythology can dodge arrows, but boats cannot dodge ship arrows because boats move at like 7 or 8 speed, which is well above boats tracking, which I think is 5 or 6. So yeah, when you lose water like this, really the only thing you can do that is beneficial to you is just raid the enemy fishing ships. But in Age of Mythology, you could kind of sometimes cope with losing water by building town centers in Age 2, but you can't do that here. No Age 2 town centers. Oh, look at this glorious 2-pack of berries. Wow. So yeah, UCA is kind of pushed off water, but not really in a sense, because they're still fishing right underneath WKT's noses. The 11-minute heroic upgrade. That is a quick time, and I'm sure Scout's dead. I'm sure we'll see some town centers following suit. Oh, remind me, it's your guys' job after this game's done to switch over the laundry to the dryer. Man, UCA is so far behind. But one thing I am glad about, though, is so far all 3 games, the game has kind of gone as, not so much the first game, but my strategy was right. But definitely these last 2 games have gone as I kind of explained they might. Let me give myself a pat on the back. You're a good guy. Oh, JJ, thank you. Kill is up Apollo, and so is Play Hard up. Well, not Apollo, but Play Hard and Skyfire age 3. Demontas just reached age 3, and Aya is almost age 3. Ooh, watch your boats, though, Mr. Aya. Is Demetrius really still making war boats? Look at all these town centers that WKT is grabbing. Who needs laundry when you can have dirty clothes? Well, you're right. Very slow to get army, though, on land is WKT. Well, Aya's at least got army, but Skyfire a little bit slow to get its army going, because really Domitas shouldn't be able to take this town center. Ooh, nice little raid. Kind of eco upgrades we got going on here. Ooh, just first line. What for blue? Ooh, just first line. What about for yellow? Ugh. Not even the first line. I just look at, yeah, we're looking at some pretty significant score differentials. Wonder if WKT knows about the other gold mine back here. Oh, that's a nice shockwave. Freezes all the units so all the boats can shoot at them. That's a good idea. Oh, my last fishing boat is dead. I think this game is about over. I don't know how. Oh man, we already have a fortress up with Play Hard. Wow. I kill. It's 1,400 points behind, getting doubled, and it does not look like Matrius is anywhere close to helping out. So looks like this will be a pretty easy victory by Play Hard, which will already now be, or by Play Hard and the rest of WKT, which will now already be proving my prediction wrong as far as who might win in what games. Predicted UCA a 3-1 victory, and they're going to be behind 2-1, so they are obviously will not win 3-1. And I think this game is almost over. Odysseus is killed, so they will have no answer to these birds over here. These birds, well, one will probably die. Well, maybe 2. Oh. Okay, forward town center down, and they're going to be moving on. Yeah, there's the resignations. Well, that was a nice quick game. Alrighty. I need to switch laundry over really quickly. Let's check the post game, look at the kills lost. 69, 49, 67, 45, and 64, 48, yeah. All 3 WKTs in the positive on the kill death. Looking at all resource total. Yep, it's just gonna get worse from there. Our boats winning. All that. I'll be right back to switch some laundry over. Alrighty. No, we are not ended, Harold. The go game 3 is done. I was switching over laundry. Alright. We will move on to game 4, which will be a UCA map. Game 4. Marsh? Are we on Marsh? We are on Marsh. So this is now a match point for WKT. If they win the entire tournament, because remember, this is the finals. But we have Marsh, and I like Marsh. Marsh probably my favorite map. And on the top, we've got WKT as Aranos. Play hard, Aranos. Aya, Aranos. And Skyfire's Aranos. Same players, same gods. All series long. Down on the bottom will be our UCA individuals. Harrow is our... Hold on. Loki. I don't know why I made it a look. Matrius. Loki. And I Kill You Die Aranos. So who got... Let's see. Looks like Harrow came in and replaced Domitas. So we've got 2 Loki and an Aranos. The Loki... Wow. Look at the hunt. When is 3 Aranos versus 3 Aranos? You'll have to stay tuned. Next week, we will have 3 Aranos versus 3 Aranos. 3 times in a row. On Jotunheim. Alrighty, so lots of hunt. Generous gold mines in the base. This guy's heavy gold mine is, or large gold mine is closer than a small gold mine. Welcome to original maps. Same thing for down here. Play hard. Large gold mine closer and smaller. And of course, Harrow doesn't get a large gold mine in his base. And in fact, his large gold mine, 2 of them are very forward. Though he does have one back here. And large gold mine down there. And no large gold mine for I Kill You Die. So nice gold mines for the WKTers. So the 2 Lokis makes for a very snowbally game. Get some early victories, start spawning those myth units, and that can create snowball wins and wins and wins and wins for UCA. But we'll see if that can happen. 3 Musketeers. Let's see if we've got the faster hero relic on this. Ship of Fingernails, Blanket Empress Zoe. Ooh, okay, Cathar of Apollo's decent. Black Lotus, not really too important. Oh, here it is. Right here. Phew. I'd think it'd actually be worth it. Oh, and the Osberg wagon right next to it. These are two of the best relics for this situation. I would think it'd be worth it for WKT to hero an Oracle and grab the relic. Because Hersier with that relic are crazy fast. Because he did scout it. He being Skyfire did scout that relic, and let's see if UCA has that relic scout. Ooh, they don't. Look how close it is. Right on the edge. Yeah, supersonic speed. Man, I love Sonic growing up. I was all about Sonic. In fact, that was my nickname, and some of my brothers still call me Sonic. I had those levels memorized at like age 7. I knew where all the rings were, or all the 1-ups were. I was the Sonic boss. And hunt for days. So yeah, key here is to keep the aggression up, because he who hunts is he who wins. And if you get pushed off of hunt, the Hersiers for our Loki players kind of end. And it just is problems after problems. Does UCA have line of sight of that relic yet? They might end up getting it when it comes time to kill that Auroch. But the question is, will they look at it to see that it's there? Actually, don't have both these relics. They're scouted, and they're like the two best relics in the game. Blue Crystal Shard, though, not bad. The one nice thing about here Hersier is that they are unaffected by Shockwave. So we'll probably see a whole bunch of Shockwaves getting thrown down on Ikill's side, because he's really the only guy that can kind of get it. Oh, that relic got snagged by that Oracle. So Skyfire did what I thought would be a good idea. Okay, early pressure on this. I would like to see one of these Hersier roam around and get these villagers idle. Where you going? Oh. Alright. Kind of surprised that you didn't stay here and keep the aggression and at least get one more citizen idle. I guess you're Hero looking for the hunt of red, which is right here. So, everything for play hard is right in his base. That's what you got to do. You don't want to get caught out. Atreus is a little bit slower in his aggression too. Line of sight of the base with all of that scoutage with the spy. This is a game where teamwork will be very important. Getting doubles and triples using speed to outmaneuver the enemy. Ooh, this is risky to come down here. This is under the line of sight of Skyfire. See, the power of Hersier is that as an Atlantean, you need more units to defend against them, because you can't let them alone, because then they'll back build and just be complete utter nuisances. So just roaming around a Hersier will actually gain. Oh, run him back so he doesn't die. There you go. Running Hersier will gain the Norse or the Loki an advantage, just because it keeps the Aranos defensive. I mean, just look at all this hunt right here. Almost worth it throwing down a wall across this here. So Matrius is up here. So far, WKT has been a little bit more defensive than probably what they need to be. Okay, you got these Hersier just running right up into the middle of the base. Well, now they're not running into the middle base at all. Uh-oh, watch out for your army here, mate. Fairly hard. Oh, that's some good attacks. Will you get that? That relic is not getting dropped off. Mine, says Matrius. Gotta watch out of this hunt here, though. He does not want to get overrun on his hunt. Okay, here comes some hearse here. Coming in. This is actually a pretty poor fight for Play Hard to fight now. Ooh, he did snag that healing spring for just a minute. Oh, here's a big fight. Ooh, we got a little hearse here spawn right there. That's nice. Getting the iron jar to help defend the hunt. Yeah, Akil's hunt all being forward is a little bit dangerous. I mean, there is some here that he could have gone to. This is kind of a close fight here, but we got purple. Hearse here a little bit out of position way up there. Need to come back down and help out. Okay. Do not want to be pushed off of hunt. Now we have... Ooh, now a WKT is on the aggression everywhere. But they gotta be... Yeah, that's another nice fight for WKT. See here, we're starting to get a little bit of... WKT winning a few of the skirmishes based on the I killed not being quite as far forward as Matrius. He really wants at this hunt here too. Let's see, okay, so this is the raid that we got going. Okay, so we should really get some. Does he still have line of sight down here? Not really. Ooh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh. We'll play hard notice. Yep, he does notice, but looks like probably one will get killed. And iKill is kind of way behind right now, though. Like, way, way behind. Like, well, he's got his raiding army here, but he's got to be careful. He's already been pushed off of hunt. Man, Matrius has got quite the army. I think probably Harrow is probably aging up soon. Yes, he is already aging up. Losing a few vills, but nothing too crazy. Man, he kills this citizen, which is good, but then he loses his spy. But you gotta kill. Oh, the last second. WKT, you got I kill on the defensive. Play hard is up Thea. He's getting up so he can get those birds trained to help with the flaming weapons battle board push. Bit of a raid here, not too much going on, just army defending army. Arrow is up. Just a few units raiding. Where is... Oh, he's got to help defend from this raid here. So you don't need two groups of Hersier defending this raid, though. See, these guys should not be coming back. I guess they're switching spots. So Matrius is on defense, and Hero is running offense. But oof, a little bit of a raid here. Oneville. Oh, will she live? Oh, oh. No, she dies, but at the expense of Red's entire raiding party. Not worth it. Oh man, these birds though just be such a pain. I'm kind of surprised that WKT is fighting this here. This is not a battle they want to be fighting at all. These terminals are all stuck to, and they're getting decimated. That was a nice fight right here for Team UCA. Did kill a citizen right there. That's nice. Yeah, it's always tough as you're a Loki raider. You just gotta keep finding those places where you can... Oh, look, the relic monkeys. Look at these guys. But yeah, you just... As you're Loki, you always gotta be finding those citizens that are out and vulnerable. And oh, we have this town center being grabbed. How are these monkeys doing? Look at him, causing idle villager time. Those monkeys, worth it. Ooh, arrow going up. Ooh, he's going up with the old Nidhoggery. Matrius just getting age 3. Ooh, where did the army go? Oh, right there. Oh, and he got the frost giant spawn. That was a nice spawn. That it spawned there and not here. That is huge. This frost giant will eat damage for days. And it still does a good amount of damage to heroes as well. Ooh. I just lost 3 citizens, maybe a 4th. No, just 3, I think. That's the hippo. Aikill letting himself get caught out, and in fact, he even had... Oh, man. This is going to be a 5-citizen kill right here. I'm surprised he was caught off so bad, because he should have had line of sight of that army coming through. Ooh, can we get a flaming weapons Nidhogg push on Play Hard? I feel like this is what UCA needs to win, is to push through Play Hard, because this side is not going well for I Kill You Die at all, and they need to push through. Where is Play Hard's army though? He has no army. Green out of position. Yeah, they're gonna... Fire Giants do pretty well against birds too. Yeah, they're gonna have to double up on him. And it looks like Aya's out of position actually. Looking for stuff to raid, but Yellow has enough to defend. So we do have the flaming weapons being used, and Nidhogg has been used as well. 2 Fire Giants. This is not looking good for Play Hard, because just the myth unit spam and the flaming weapons, the citizens dying, that is music to every Atlantean hater's ears. Does need to kill these. I don't know why half of his units are down here killing a military barracks. Needs to target those towers too. Ooh, yeah. Play Hard needed to stop running. Ooh, man, needed to keep running. Wow. Where is Green to help? Earth to Aya. Please come in. Because Play Hard is losing his entire base. So this might actually be able to save the game for UCA, because outside of this, UCA was behind because Skyfire is doubling up I Kill You Die's score. But even you got 5 Battle Boar here with I Kill's army, and Skyfire out of position here. And for a rare time in the tournament, we have WKT kind of out of position. Their armies and teamwork not good. Because right now, Aya's doing nothing at all. And we've got just these raiding pigs that will just cause mayhem and oof. So yeah, Hero, we just see like some huge score boosts by just roaming through, and now you got 5 Fire Giants, 6 Fire Giants. How is an Atlantean going to kill that? And we're gonna see Play Hard completely wiped from the map, and despite Skyfire getting a gigantic advantage over I Kill, that's gonna be worth nothing, because Playhard did not have an army to defend, and this is where the snowball comes into effect. It just, that avalanche starts, and it just does not stop, and Playhard has been reduced to 3-6. Oh, well, he has at least 11 citizens, but... See, right now, WKT's best player is basically tied up with UCA's worst, which is not good for WKT when your best player way ahead, but is really just kind of going straight up. At least, I mean, he's not going straight up because he's clearly winning over iKill, but he's in a winning position, but isn't really doing anything with it. That's the problem. And green, just no army. There was an army, and we probably missed the fire giants all throwing like 10 balls of fire at all these. So green's army that came down here is now gone. Red's base, same place as green's army, gone. Which is coincidentally the same place as my skill at Age of Mythology these days. Gone. That's alright. And yeah, Skyfire's army down here died. And ooh, can I check your... Ooh, he does have the second pickaxe upgrade. Wow. Hero is just styling this game. So yeah, looks like WKT will probably be resigning soon because Playhard is dead and Aya will soon follow suit. Oh, I know. I'm just surprised you don't have the third one. Where's the third upgrade? Are you researching it? Oh, no, just hand axe. But the one thing, too, in the hybrid patch or in Age of Mythology, when the Titans came out, with myth units being more plentiful, because so many of them, now you got your free myth units and a lot of them were made cheaper, they actually, myth units do more damage to heroes in the hybrid than they do in the Titans. So that helps kill once you get these 6, 7 fire giants. They can just kill heroes too. And that's GG. That's game 4. So we are going to a deciding game 5 here in the middle of the night. Man, I'm going to be going to sleep at 1 a.m. That sucks. And we will look at the kill-loss ratio for Hero. 118 killed, 59 lost. Probably his score is... Look how high it went. Oh, man. Way up. Same thing, like they were getting beat pretty handily, but then the fire giant or the flaming weapons Nidhogg, and all of a sudden we saw some straight flatlining from flatlining from Playhard and simultaneously flatlining and actually going down for Aya. But yeah, then Hero just went loop all the way to the top. All right, game 5, how fitting. It's always nice to see the finals of a tournament that go as long as they can. So we are going to game 5, which is random. Random Midgard. I think this is the first time this map has appeared in the tournament, which is kind of cool. So random Midgard. And we've got the same gods as last game, actually. Spawning up on the top is our UCA anti-Atlantean hero, so they do have at least one Atlantean, which is Domintas. He is here instead of I Kill You Die, who, well, I Kill You Die kind of died last game and got kicked around the map. So Domintas takes his place as the Uranos. Matrius is a pocket Loki. And Hero is a flank Loki on the bottom. Same players. Same gods, Playhard, Uranos, Aya, Uranos, and Skyfire, Uranos. Looking at this map, who does it favor and why? I would say this map favors the double Loki Uranos over the triple Uranus. Loki really need food for those Herseer to come in, and that food is so much more valuable to a Loki as it is to an Uranus. So this guy always puts in just the most nonsensical comments in chat. I love it. But yeah, the fish will result in more Herseer, which will result in more myth units, which will result in more dead Atlanteans. So, what do you might ask? What will the Atlantean, or what can the Atlantean do to win? Well, the Atlantean need to win the water. They need to kind of overproduce boats more than what they might normally do on a Midgard, because you can't let Loki have fish. And Skyfire's fish, somebody is commenting on that. Yeah, yeah. Over here. Which actually, I mean, you just gotta hope you get lucky. So it's always a common complaint in the forums is Midgard and what should be done about it, and the original version was better, and I don't know. Stuff like this kind of proves to me that the original version just isn't better. Just look at the fish. It's just a complete and utter crapshoot. If he were to have built his dock here, which, no, you're right, there are more fish on the corners, and he should have gone to the corner, but he didn't. But he should have. But the problem with that, especially more so for Aya, if he goes to the corner, one thing I was going to touch on is that this is even on the original Midgard, the water, well, maybe it's the same on the new. I don't actually play enough to really be able to compare, but this is actually quite a bit of walking time for the fat, slow Atlantean citizen. Like if Aya were to build his first dock way down here, which even down here the fish isn't that great, it would just be a ton of walking time. But yeah, I'm comparing fish, and so far Skyfire's fish absolute suck. Aya's fish are kind of suck. Playhard's fish are pretty bad too. Demontas are okay. Matrius's fish kind of, he won the lottery. And Harrow, where did you, this is your first dock here? I guess you did just get 3. Harrow's fish not too great, but yeah, overall, I mean, this fish right here for Skyfire is killer, but I would agree. But that is more walking, just a little bit more. But he should have put his first dock out here. Just when you're thinking of the odds and where will the fish spawn, or might they spawn? I mean, you can see in this map for sure that the corners of Midgard always have more fish. Best to dock at the corner first. Aya up though at 4:30. Demontas up at 4:30. So, but man, these Atlanteans are gonna have to try to push these Lokis off of water, because otherwise the Herseer will just cause mayhem. Playhard has used Valor on his oracles, really just to defend, it looks like. We have our 2 Forsettis, so this is gonna be the key to the game, getting these Norse players keeping their fish and then using their Herseer to cause problems for the Atlantean. We have an useless Valor here. Don't like the use of the aggressive Valor against a Loki. I feel it's a very low chance play of success. And as always, hero citizens, A, last longer, and B, gather faster. They do cost 1 more pop, but in early game, when you aren't really at full pop, you need those hero villagers. A couple Valors going down as well. We have a Valor here and a responding Valor on Domitas to get actually does get his villager in on the Valor. So again, we have a stupid forward Valor. So 2 Valors have been completely wasted. Or no, never mind. Play Hard did his Valor back, so forgive me, Play Hard. You did it right. The guy who didn't do it right was Skyfire. Okay, so with the worse economy, Skyfire probably a little bit more behind than normal. Ooh, he does not have a manor for this citizen. That is not good. Watch your boats. Skyfire running 2, leaving 3. That makes no sense to me. That's a bad, costly thing. Ooh, yeah, he's gonna kill this. Well, yeah. At the expense of the Herseer, yeah, you take this trade any day of the week. Oh, come on. There she goes, or he. So, nice start for Harrow. And actually, really nice start for Delmentas. Where are Playhard's boats? Aya doing some aggression on land and a little bit on water. But someone asked me, what happened to Playhard? He's way behind on boat production. I mean, it's not like Delmentas had a ton better fish, so I'm kind of surprised. But he does need to watch out running through deck here. He might... Delmentas might lose. Oof. Oh. Oof. 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 That was not a good run through for... Not really sure why he did that. And somehow, Harrow's on the bottom and Skyfire's on the top. It's a pretty good fight for Harrow, because as long as he can stall out on the water, it's a win for him. How did you guys switch spots there? That's kind of weird. Now Delmentas is losing on his side because of his strange run through. Oh man, look at Matrius though. Ooh, 1 citizen down and another getting attacked. And where's Aya for help? The pocket needs to be helping. That does sound interesting. You guys should do that sometime. Meet up, IRL. But please, no webcam. Things are not looking good for Playhard. Aya is a little bit slow in helping out on land. I'm not quite sure why all of Aya's army is way up here when his buddy is pushed off of gold completely. And so yes, we need Delmentas to push. Because, well, not quite pushed like that, though, where he's just running through and going melee mode. Yeah, these Herseer just keep spawning myth units, and it's just such a pain. Is he gathering? Oh, he is. He does have 1 citizen on gold. Oh, man, but this is some really nice aggression, and I don't understand what Aya's doing. I mean, I know aggression is usually good, but you gotta help your buddy. I mean, just the flooding in of a few units here and there, and... Alright, so now it looks like Delmentas, man, shockwave here, shockwave there. Should be able to push through here. And now we even have Delmentas showing up with a fairly substantial army as well. And kind of even on Harrow's side, but again, aggression is key. Especially in the hybrid patch where you can't get a second Age 2 town center. If you are aggressive, getting those vills idle, that is very important. Oh, come on now. Ooh, watch out. Yeah, forcing these to go idle, but not a big deal. Do we have any fishing upgrades? No. Yes. 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 No. And no. So I think it was 3 yeses and 3 nos. But yeah. So now with Playhard getting pushed so hard on land and losing a couple citizens, he is no longer able to hold on water. And that is really helping out Domintas, who was at one point aggressive, then defensive, and now he is pushing again and forcing all of Playhard's boats to be idle, except for these two right there. And this raid just did not go well for... I'm surprised they didn't put a spy on there. Do they have a spy? They do. Like, almost would be worth putting a spy on there. Playhard even had to invest 300 resources into his towers. And we see a Kiro Ballista, which do decently against Tertiary. The problem is they're so slow. So now that these Kiro Ballista have appeared here, we can probably expect to see Harrow and Domitas switch fronts and maybe do a double over here now. We'll see if Matrius runs over and helps Harrow on the right. Ooh, watch out for your boat. So this is quite the boat battle here. Let's see how it goes. 4-boat Shockwave, not bad. Remember that statistically, non-Atlantean boats are a little bit better. He really needs to keep a few boats at each dock, he being Domitas. Oh, this is where so many of Playhard's villagers are. And Matrius has found it. He's advanced up and Domitas is advanced up. So we have 2 age ups from UCA ahead of F and X, who have taken the score lead. And Harrow needs to be careful. He is getting pushed off of water, and he will need that food income. I is still looking for units to attack. Man, he needs to sit on this dock though. He's allowing 6. We did see early on, I thought I saw Aya get a relic for more damage against myth units. I thought one of the Atlanteans got that. Okay, it's actually Skyfire got that. Yeah, so Harrow losing on water, not too good, but the bottom half is going okay. Man. Even have some throwing axemen. That's a little bit unusual. Ooh, that citizen is dead. Surprised Aya is not retreating. Now he is. Domitas needs to build another dock down here. Get a few more boats. Ooh, we have flaming weapons used on this forward gold mine. And in fact, well, there is a gold mine over here that he could have gone to, but wow, why is he fighting these with the I mean, I'm never too old to learn new things, but I don't think citizens fighting Herseer is a good fight to take. Not the greatest of flaming weapons, but it is causing enough damage here. And ooh, oh, we also having this here. That's very good. And where is Domitas to assist with the push? See, now we have a little bit of a problem, is that Aya is going to be forced to defend over here, and we're probably going to see a double on this side. And well, Yellow does not have a land army, but I don't. Oh, here is the slow moving. Oh, Domitas is mythic already. Ooh, this town center is going to go down. This is huge because Playhard is not even in heroic yet. Wow, Playhard is way behind. And even Aya with this Tartarian gate on his base, that is not looking good either. Like, I'm surprised how far behind Aya is too. Probably needed to age up faster and get some more. But I mean, he was kind of slowed up. Not super good fish. Arrow with his flaming weapons that I have not been watching, and this side is down too. Yeah, I see this. I see it now. Kind of missed Harrow taking this down. Things aren't looking good for WKT. Harrow just got pushed off the water a little bit too late. And it comes to a point where you can kind of ignore water once he gets this 115 pop. And it's not looking good for WKT. You got Town Center left down, Town Center right down. And just not the pocket that WKT needed this game. And it is looking grim for Play Hard trying to get this Town Center. He gets it, but what is Play Hard going to do against that? Nothing. It's looking not so good, and we have a resign. Resigned. WKT resigned. So we have a tournament champion. I kind of suspected so, because why would Harrow stay in the stream if he lost? But WKT lost. UCA the champions. WKT rode that Aranos horse all tournament long, and then at the end it betrayed them. The Loki, too much for the Aranos. And I must say, UCA did benefit greatly from the last map. Probably a decent number of maps that would not be good for the double Loki Aranos, but this was not one of them. But I guess, I don't know, they're thinking of the map choices that could have been not. Guess it could have been a little bit better. Well, what's interesting is that WKT won both of their maps, and Harrow cheated. Did he cheat? He's got this upgrade. This typical Loki upgrades. I love it. I love it. Anyway, let's load up the post game here real quick. I'd get a little more hyped up if it weren't like 1 o'clock and I'm half asleep and my family is asleep too. You know, I'd give you a victory dance, Harrow, but the last time I did a dance, it woke the wife up and she banned all future dances. Banned. So, no dance for you. Yeah, the problem is just the even economy benefits the Norse in the long run, because Norse need food. Loki needs that food for that Herseer. And Harrow held on just long enough on his side. Skyfire needed to push through faster. And on this side too as well. Domantas had the advantage. It allowed, well, the pocket is really, well, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 fish. That's really all you need to get those Herseer rolling. And Aya just wasn't what the team needed. I don't know what happened to Aya, but not a great game from him. Oh, she beat me for letting the kid stay up. Yes, there was that one too. Oh man, she was ticked off that night. But congratulations to UCA. They are the tournament champions. Now, one last thing though. This tournament is not quite over. We still have a third place match to play between DOD and F2, which is looking like it'll be headed for this weekend. So I am on the F2 team. I might play, or I might not, in which case I would probably do another late night stream. So you guys might get one more late night hybrid patch stream for this tournament. But well played by UCA. Good teamwork by WKT, but eventually those triple Aranos just couldn't quite finish out the tournament. And man, we played last round, and those triple Aranos, just so frustrating to play against. But good job to UCA. Also, remember that we do have currently a 1v1 spring tournament going on, and I believe my command for my bracket will be linking to the AOT spring tournament. But if you don't want spoilers, I guess don't look at it, though. I don't know if I'll have a ton of time to do a bunch of the early. I'll probably stream some of the later tournament matches. Right now it's round 2. So that has just started for those of you who like 1v1 action. But well played to UCA. I guess I can update the score and put UCA 3. All right. I'm looking at all resource total. Yep, just UCA just a little bit ahead. Military about even, but they're a little bit behind here, and then our flaming weapons show up, and all of a sudden FNX's / WKT's armies disappeared. So I'm going to go to bed. I appreciate all of you guys who tuned in and to stay up with me and make it not so lonely and help me stay awake. I actually started nodding off a little bit in that game 3. I don't know if you guys noticed. I might have said a few strange things. Sometimes I nod off when I'm reading bedtime stories to Cam, and I start I'm still talking, but I start saying nonsensical stuff, and Cam, he got onto it once and what are you saying? And so it's kind of entertaining. But anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. I am gonna go to bed. It is way late, but I wanted to get through this so I could watch the recorded games and not get it spoiled by reading comments on the forums and such. So look at that. Victory to UCA. Congratulations, guys. So, unfollowed. What? Oh, not even a 24-hour stream. Man, maybe when I retire. Let's see. I would probably retire when I'm 55 for full pension benefits. So that means I've got 24 more years. So coincidentally, in 24 years, in the year 2033, you guys can maybe tune in, and I'll try to get you guys my 24-hour stream. 24 years will be my 24-hour stream. Catch you guys there. Have a good night.